You tell all the boys no. It makes you feel good, don't it? Greetings, Capricorn, all placements. Oof. There's so much love energy. It's absolutely insane. It's giving someone is bursting at the seams. First of all, I was hearing Space Jam, which is why I'm kind of in this, like, I don't know, futuristic vibe. I'm about to do a low flow routine on my poll, which I'll post here later for you guys to see. Anywho, I was hearing Space Jam. Someone can feel like they're in a jam, a traffic jam. Please be cautious, because I was also channeling Crash and Burn by Savage Garden. It's a great song, but, you know, Crash and Burn. So hopefully, you know, be careful driving. There's a lot of craziness out there. Pluto went retrograde at the beginning of this week. It is retrograde for 6 months. Pluto rules time, death, and taxes, money, finances. So relationships, intimacy, loss, health issues, or calamities. I'm hearing calamity. Calamity Jane. What is that from? Calamity Jane. I'm hearing that. Maybe look that up. That's for someone out here. Okay, anywho. Beneath You're Beautiful by Labyrinth. Someone has been going through this labyrinth of life, and they're like, they're ready. They're ready, okay? Because I was also hearing, again, Crash and Burn. When you feel all alone, and it seems like no one's on your side, you know? When you feel all alone, and it seems, oh my gosh. Everybody's turned their back on you. Let me be the one you call. If you jump, I'll break your fall. Yeah, someone wants, you can crash and burn right into me. Like, someone's like, you can collapse into my arms. When you feel all alone, when you feel like everyone's turned their back on you, when you feel like everyone's betrayed you. And Beneath You're Beautiful, you know, he says, you tell all the boys no. It makes you feel good, don't it? I know you're out of my league, but you know what? It's not going to scare me away. He's like, I've watched you for years. You've carried on for so long. You couldn't stop if you tried. Like, people want you to stop. People betray you. People keep throwing knives in your back. You keep going. You keep, you know, stumbling, and you always get back up. That's the mountain goat. You know, that's the Capricorn energy. You could also have strong Aries in your chart, Capricorn, or be dealing with an Aries. You guys get one another. It's like you have the same tenacity in you. He says, you've built your wall so high that no one out here can climb it. No one meets your standards. We get it, Capricorn. You're in a league of your own. No one can touch you up here. I'm a Capricorn rising, so I get this. But he says, you know what? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna climb. That's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. So someone is like, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready for this. And then, you know, the woman starts singing in that song, and she's like, you know, behind your Broadway show, I heard a little boy say, please don't hurt me. So someone here could definitely be, you know, on stage, have a platform. Definitely two people that are attractive. One seems like one person is in the public eye, the other person isn't. But it seems like they should be. It's like this guy that's in the Broadway show who's maybe around all Hollywood or a bunch of athletes or in a certain arena is around a bunch of fakes who like don't deserve their positions in any way, shape, or form. And he could be watching this, you know, this female over here and being like, man, she has a zillion more talents than all these people over here. And yet she has like no engagement, no followers, no, like everyone is just against her. Why? Like that's actual talent and none of that is talent. Why? Like what? This is such a messed up situation. You know, I'm like, would you let me see Beneath You're Beautiful? Would you let me take it off now, girl? I want to see what's inside. Would you let me see see Beneath You're Beautiful tonight? So someone is like, I want to get to know you. I want to see you face to face. I got to fly to you, because then I was also hearing finders keepers. Let me take you to space. So someone can feel like it's a spiritual relationship. Someone's like, I may not know you in this form, in this lifetime, but I've known you from previous lifetimes. I've known you, like my soul recognizes your soul. My soul sees your soul. Kind of like an avatar, you know, when they like connect tails. It's like that, like someone wants to connect in that way. Now in Finders Keepers, I can smell you from miles away. I want to see you in lingerie. You got it. I want it. I'm willing to put my all in. Take it now that you found it. It don't have to be no deeper. Finders Keepers. Someone's like, you know what? Finders Keepers, dibs. Mine. That's mine. I'm calling dibs. And yeah, Crash and Burn. So someone here, it's just all love energy, Capricorn. I've never had so much like love energy in a reading for you guys. I don't know, in a minute. It's just love. It's pure. Like someone, it's just real. Tell me it's real. This feeling that I feel. Tell me. So yeah, someone is like, tell me it's real. I don't know. Someone is all about it, Capricorn. God doesn't need me to kneel. I need me to kneel. The position that you're in, Capricorn, determines the next decisions that you will make. And the decisions you make determine who will be next to you from this point forward. When you get up, you'll walk different and you'll talk different. So every time you get slapped down, I get knocked down. I get up again. Da-na-na. Yeah, every time you get knocked down, you get up again, you're different. Become so absorbed and obsessed with the process that you are in, the process that God is commanding of you at this time in your life, Capricorn, rather than becoming attached to any outcome or arrival. It's not the outcome or the arrival, it's the process, okay? The process, the processes. Surrender that God has a purpose and a plan in your life and do what God gives you to do today. You know, I just started watching House of David. It's on Amazon Prime. It's so good. And it's just amazing because, you know, Saul was just so greedy with everything, and it's like, it's funny because that's what's going on here, Capricorn. Someone feels I'm on top of the world. Someone feels like they're on top of the world. They feel like they're eye to eye with God, and it's funny because they can be trying to project that you think that you're eye to eye with God, and it's like, nah, they're projecting because they feel that way. Anywho, you know, House of Saul reigned for, I think Samuel said, 12 years? And then everything was taken. He's like, yeah, this son is going to be the next king, and that son, even though he's the second one, you know, he still gets all the ladies and the servants and da-da-da, and he still enjoys himself. And Samuel's like, no, that's not who it is. And, you know, David is just this little shepherd boy who is a reject and goes through trial and tribulation after tribulation, but he keeps showing up in the earnest of his heart and God's image of him. And, you know, then Samuel sets out and, you know, chooses the new king, which is David. So there's something like that happening. It's very biblical for you guys, Capricorn, which some say that Jesus was a Capricorn. So Tiwaz, Tur, this is justice. It's also sacrifice. So opposition must be faced squarely, yet with courage. Capricorn, you're facing something with courage. You've also self-sacrificed so much to benefit others for the good Capricorns that I'm speaking to, that you are about to gain a just victory. A just victory. This is justice. It's justice. Litigations, legal matters in the spiritual realm, sound judgment is going to be laid upon all enemies. Stay balanced and calm amongst the chaos. God will carry you through. The arrowhead will point the way. The North Star will lead the way. You know, the wise men literally followed the stars in the sky, the constellations. That's why I think it's so funny when people try and come at me. I'm like, do you even understand how many crystals and constellations are in the Bible? Because I've read the Bible multiple times. I know it very well. I understand that you want to throw a couple verses at me with soothsaying and this and that, but I don't do stuff like that. I do exactly what the prophets do, and I do exactly as they communed with God is how I commune with God. And you can't tell me that I don't do that because you're not me, so you don't know how I'm communing with him. And I know these are pieces of paper with pictures on them, but just like people that work for the guy downstairs can look at the sky and say God is telling them to do things that are horrible, you know, it's the same as prophets. So it's like what man says about what you're doing doesn't matter, Capricorn. How God delivers in your life and how God speaks through you and your relationship with him is all that matters. And if you're not into, you know, religion, God, anything spiritual like that, I don't know, this isn't your reading, because I'm definitely reading someone who is. Someone maybe has also been too lukewarm with their relationship with God, and that needs to change. Someone's definitely had their eye on someone though, and someone sees clearly. Yeah, I mean, the Empress was showing in the pre-shuffle. Someone is clear that someone from across the world, again, very strong Aries, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, is like, that's my person. This person should be a star. Everything I said in the pre-shuffle energy, literally everything I said before the cards came out. They're also highly attracted to this person. This is why I think it's hilarious when people get all wrapped up on pieces of paper with pictures on them, because everything that I prophesy before I even touch those cards is exactly what the cards say. So it's not like I'm reading the cards first, I'm channeling first, which again is only coming up from the man upstairs. And then it's just clarified by the pieces of paper with drawn pictures on them that you guys make mean everything, even though that just clarifies what I was already naturally channeling from the man upstairs. So God bless you guys. It seems like the rightful king is about to take his throne, and all you under Saul and all you Sauls, ooh, it's gonna be a dark night of the soul for you guys.